As someone who's grown in your career and now are in a marketer's role, what advice can you give to our fellow young Malaysians?
Always allow your inner kid to be free, because as marketers, we need new ideas. And new ideas, always kids are the one who's always full of ideas, because kids don't think of those limitations as well, right? So let your inner kid grow.
So grow, but don't grow up.
Yes.
Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the NexGen show. Our guest today is of particular interest to me because we've been trying to get him on our series for some time now. He is a marketer and one who has really gone up in his career in a very rapid fashion. The person is talented. And we are very proud to have him on our show today because his role is regional and he will have many stories to share. On that note, let's say welcome to Anson Goh.
Hey.
Welcome, Anson.
Nice to meet you. Finally. I mean, it took us 2-3 months, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me on this show.
Thank you, Anson. I wanted first to congratulate you because I'm very proud of the way you have built your career in such a short span of time. And you are a role model for many. So today's discussion will be on more about that growth that you have experienced.
Right.
And then we'll talk a little bit about your regional role and the challenges.
All right. Sounds great.
Okay, maybe you can start by telling us your journey so far.
In terms of career journey, right? I started off as a digital marketing exec because I did not know what I want to do. Honestly, I went to event space and so on and so forth, but that wasn't for me. So I want to get into the digital space, but of course, digital at the end of the day, there's so many different type of niche, right? So the best way is to actually go to a generalized one, which is being a digital marketing executive, because you will be able to build your foundation there. So from there, I craft up my foundation and become a digital marketing specialist as I grow along. With that being said, right, that led me to becoming a performance marketing senior, I would say, in a agency, multi-international agency. So when I was there, I did not know that I really wanted to go into performance marketing, because performance marketing is more to a back-end kind of strategist rather than front-end, right? So with that being said, as I get along with it, I kind of like it, because learning how to set up, learning how to actually adapt to it, and also being a performance marketer is in a digital landscape that always grows.
Yes.
And with that being said, I'm the type of person that I love to grow. I would not like to stay still in one single place, and I always like to move along. So that led me to becoming in a regional role as a performance marketing regional that handles about 5 Asia countries. And right now, led me to become a performance marketing lead in Asia for one of the biggest FMCG companies, handling and also assisting on about 9 Asia countries at the moment. So, yeah.
You know, Anson, the FMCG company that you work for is a global.
Yeah, it's
global. It's not a small time. But all the more reason why your progress is applauded. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Tell us about your travel. So you are in Southeast Asia. Yeah, that's your footprint?
Yes, correct.
So you travel a lot?
Yep.
Tell us about your travels and the differences in the markets. Yeah.
I would say traveling always sounds very fun, especially when you're in the junior stage, fresh meat, right? So you always feel like, I get to go other country, I get to see this culture and so on. But when you're traveling for work, it's so much different because of the time zone and because of the meetings that you have to go to. Like you say, like what people say, you go there to work, you're not going there to have fun, right? But at the end of the day, you need to make sure to find a balance during your travels, from what I can say. Because for me, when I travel, right, I always find a way to actually extend my stay, right? Yes. That's how we actually build up the balance.
You know, you travel and then you work with teams and manage them,
right?
Motivate them. and guide them, how do they feel when they meet someone like you who is so young? You're probably meeting people who are much older than
correct.
you.
Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. Like
The young Chico is coming, to
exactly.
my market and telling me
That's where I would feel my I would say ego, but ego is not necessarily a bad thing.
No.
Like you that's where my ego comes in because okay, I'm this type of person who will put ego into work in the sense that it's a healthy type of ego where I will be professional. I separate my life between work very well. Like there's always a boundary, there's always a line between it, right? With that being said, I always tend to be professional to those people and I always find facts before I give it to them or even guide them. Therefore, when they ask me questions, I'm able to justify the actions. Because, older people, not to say older people, but people who are much more elder than me, right, who I actually work with, they tend to be more experienced in their way. But in this digitalized era, right, in this generation, experience sometimes is good, but skills is pretty much needed, right? With that being said, if you have the facts right, you'll be able to justify and they will be able to understand why you do in a certain way and why you're trying to guide them in this way as well.
I'm sure that there are instances where, some people objected.
Correct. Yes, there will be because of the age. Like I say, like we know Asian markets, right? At the end of the day, elders have to be much more respected, and so on, right? But at the same time, I think that's where companies matter, because companies who have culturally open-minded people in it, it's much more easier to work with. I have worked with companies that is like close-minded. I would say, because it was really can be toxic, right? And with that being said, right, the answer is always no, no, no. They are not open to change. But you have to think of a way on how to actually guide them. Change is good. Because it's human, right? At the end of the day, we are afraid of change.
Well, your personality and your approach obviously is matured. Yeah. So that helps in a large way moving forward.
Well, when I was 21, when I was in the Grab car driver thinks I'm 35. So right now, people legit thinks I'm like 48. No, about 40 already. I'm like, no, yeah.
You traveled to Thailand?
Yep.
You traveled to Indonesia?
Yes.
The Philippines? Where else?
Vietnam, Japan, Korea. Yeah, so far, Hong Kong as well. However, Taipei will be the first time next week. Yeah.
So you're beyond the Southeast Asia footprint.
Yeah, I'm trying to explore more and also understand their cultures better, because cultures is very diverse at the end of the day.
Yes.
There's only so much you can learn as a tourist.
That's very interesting. So, how many languages do you speak at the moment?
Right now, I'm speaking about 4 languages. I'm still brushing up on Thai because I started to learn a bit of Thai, but yeah, I'm still in a bit of conversational level of a kindergarten.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Well, yeah, but sometimes, Thai slang, you think you know, but in the end of the day, you might mistaken the words as well, because there's so many ways to say things, for example.
You're absolutely right, sometimes people when you try to speak in their native tongue and you get it wrong, it's not funny.
Yeah. To them,
right?
they'll be like, what's this guy saying?
Like, I used to run an office in Indonesia for many years.
Okay.
Yeah, we were there for about 11 years, yeah.
Wow.
And our office was in South Jakarta Selatan.
Okay.
But I never pretended that my Indonesian was good, even though, the similarity is there.
It's Malay, right?
Because, if you try to be shall we say, smart ass, and try to speak their language and all that, actually they will look at you and say, yeah, nice try, nice try,
brother.
just stick to English or whichever simplified way,
Yeah, it's like the meme, where Jackie Chan tells John Cena to say, speak English rather than try to speak Chinese.
Will you learn Chinese?
再看一切，对42两派公司。
什么？
42两派公司。
死人安排公司？
Yes, private security.
私人安保公司，不是死人安排公司。私人安保公司。
私人安保公司，私人安保公司。
You speak English?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about memes, actually, it's very interesting that. Give me your opinion about memes. I find that for me, personally, memes are actually a pure form of advertising.
Correct. Because the reason why memes is one of the pure form because it's authentic because it can relate to almost everybody, right? In every different countries as well. Because they are I would say everybody have their own personal life experience, but at the end of the day, they will hit something similar in mind. And when it comes to memes, generating memes, right, it can be based on trend jacking, or it can be based on a current situation that you're in. So that's why it's almost like a pure form organic advertising, where people will actually engage with the most.
Can you give us an example?
Like just now, what I say, the Jackie Chan,
Jackie Chan,
John Cena, it resonates to our situation, right? How we feel like when we speak to other country, under cultures and different country people, right?
I honestly feel that there is a meme for everything. It just hasn't been discovered.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why there's endless possibilities for memes to actually adapt to almost every situation, and that's why more and more meme pages comes out as well in social media, right?
Do you use that in your marketing?
So far in the smaller companies, yes. But in the bigger one, we tend to be more careful.
Okay.
We have to be more careful at the end of the day on who we speak to. Yeah.
But you think that in the future there will be a space for that?
Yes, there's a space for it because it helps with trend jacking. And trend jacking in localized market is so much important.
Tell us a little bit about trend jacking.
Trend jacking is more to like, how do you actually adapt to the trend in the current situation for every market? Yes. So, for example, if a trend is very big, right, you have to act fast. For every companies, even FMCG, especially FMCG, because it's a fast-moving consumer goods brand, right? Yes. So, in order for us to move fast, we have in order for us to adapt to the trend, we have to act fast. We have to think of what are the possibilities that we can do with this trend, and then we adapt it to socials and also resonate with our audiences.
Interesting. Just now you mentioned that performance marketing has got a lot to do with the back end.
Yes, correct.
But to me, you appear like a front end person.
Is it? Because everybody always envision me as the back, hidden at back.
Well, there used to be a word called geek, you know?
Yeah, geek.
And
yes.
Of course, they are the managers who are on the front end.
Speaking and so on. But, as our role progress, we have to learn how to be in front as well. Yeah, we need to know how to actually talk and also manage, right, at the end of the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
As someone who's grown in your career and now are in a marketer's role, what advice can you give to our fellow young Malaysians as far as if they are interested in a career in marketing and communications?
Always allow your inner kid to be free. Because as marketers, we need new ideas. And new ideas, always kids are the one who's always full of ideas, to be honest, if you look at it that way, right? Because kids don't think of those limitations as well, right? So let your inner kid grow and always be up to the trend. Always be up in social media. Always evaluate. When you see something interesting, don't just see it for the sake of seeing, but also understand it and also view in the perspective of others. Because as marketers, we can't view it in a perspective of our own, but we have to see it in others' lens as well.
So grow, but don't grow up.
Yes. Let the age be the number, the 21-year-old boy me being told that I'm 35. Yeah.
Yes. It's very interesting and very inspiring. Thank you, Anson. It's been fantastic talking to you.
Thank you so much for having me, honestly. It was a big pleasure of mine. I mean, I've been a big fan of you and also what you have been doing for the past few years, especially when I came into the agency line. You are the first person, the first name that pops up inside.
Too kind.
Inside a magazine, yeah. Because when I subscribe to Marketing Weekender, right, your name always pop up there. So I know that. Oh, okay. I know you exist ever since I started joining the workforce. So thank you so much because you inspire us, to be honest. With all the updates and everything, you have actually helped us to keep stay on track.
Thank you, Anson.
Thank you.
We all wish you well.
Same
And
here.
we are all proud of you, yeah?
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking to Anson Goh, somebody who is now running a regional role in marketing for a global FMCG brand, someone we're very proud to be associated with and flying our flag high in the region. And it has been very interesting talking to him. I hope you all enjoyed the conversation. Until our next episode, thank you.